Alright, here we go. So here's a quick combo that I'm going to show you guys that you can do with the Swordsoul deck. So I'm playing against this guy, he ends his turn, so I could just use this as an opportunity to show this combo off. So what you want to do is you want to, if you have Long Yuan in your hand and then something like Taya, what you want to do is special summon Long Yuan first, sacrifice something like this 10 card right here, send it to the graveyard, you would get Long Yuan on the field. Now I did something different, but the best way to do it is just to special summon Long Yuan first by discarding this 10 card. Once you do that, make Baron de la Flor, then go into the Taya play where you can then banish something, which you would then banish the long one that's in your graveyard to make um, Shishao. So I'll show you guys very similar. So I have Incredible Iglesias, so I'm just going to use this effect to search my deck for a Taya, right? So I search my deck for a Taya right here, summon Long Yuan, and I ended up putting Taya out first, but it's okay because I didn't use this effect yet. So I make Baron de la Flor burn for the 1200. Use Taya's effect to make a token by banishing the Swordsoul Long Yuan. Then instead of doing the Mo Yi way, a lot of people like to go Mo Yi. What I do is I do a different combo. I use Taya to um, send Mo Yi to the graveyard with Taya's effect, and then I use Shishao to search for Summit. So if you don't know about those two cards, you'll see how it kind of works. This card works like a Monster Reborn. So when I play this card, it basically brings Mo Yi back to the field. I can now activate this effect by showing that I have another Sword Soul card, make a token, and then now this is going to allow me to make Dragite. And since Mo Yi is a water monster, Dragite will have a negate effect. So now it gives me three negates, or two negates, and then a monster negate, which is like a effect Veiler effect from Shishao. Draga gives me a negate as long as I have a water monster in my graveyard. So, and then also it can send a card back to the graveyard. I mean, back to the opponent's deck or hand. I mean, if you draw a rock monster. So, a rock monster is like your Nibiru. So, if you got a deck with two or three Nibirus in there, then when you do the 5 card search, if one of those 5 cards is like a Nibiru or a rock monster, then you could basically send something back to your opponents from the field to their hand based on how many rocks you have, right? Baron de la Flor, Omni Negate, and it's a pop. So, you have a pretty strong board, and it can OTK if you go second if they don't play something, or you can just pop cards that are on the field. You can attack cards, and then you also have negates that you can play for the next turn. You still have a follow up play with Swordsoul Taya in your hand, and then you would still have, or whatever Swordsoul card that you would have, you would still have a play there, and then you would still have whatever other cards you have. Like, I got Ash, Nibiru, and then because you summoned using Moyi, Moyi is going to give you a draw card, so that's going to allow me to draw one more card, and I get Max C. So I can attack for game. That's a pretty easy combo that you can use to get started with Sword Souls.